Hello everyone. In this class, we will learn about nested queries. In SQL language, a select from where statement is called a query block. Query that is nested within the conditions of the where clause or having phrase of another query is called a nested query or subquery. An example was shown on the screen, where the lower level query block select snow from SC where NO equals 2 minutes is nested within the where condition of the upper level query block select snow from student where snow in. The upper level query block is called the outer query or parent query, while the lower level query block is called the inner query or subquery. SQL language allows multiple levels of nested queries, meaning a subquery can be nested within another subquery. It is important to note that the select statement in a subquery cannot use the order by clause. The order by clause can only be used to sort the final query result. The general approach to solving nested queries is to process them from the innermost query to the outermost query. Each subquery is resolved before the higher-level query is processed, and the result of the subquery is used to establish the search condition for its parent query. Nested queries allow us to construct complex queries using multiple simple queries, thereby enhancing the querying capabilities of SQL. The hierarchical nesting of queries embodies the structured nature of SQL. In nested queries, the result of a subquery is often a set, making the in predicate the most frequently used predicate in nested queries. For example, let's query for students who are studying in the same department as Jang Wenhui. First, let's complete this query step by step, and then construct the nested query. Step 1. Determine the department of Jang Wenhui. The statement used is select stepped from student where name equals Jang Wenhui. The result is the department is computer science. Step 2. Find all students studying in the computer science department. The statement used is select snow. Name from student where stepped equals. The execution result is 3 students, Jang Wenhui, Wu Xiwen, Wu Chaoxi. Let's embed the query from step 1 into the condition of the query in step 2 to create a nested query. The SQL statement is shown on the screen. A subquery with comparison operators refers to the connection between the parent query and the subquery using comparison operators. When the user knows for certain that the inner query returns a single value, comparison operators such as is greater than, is less than, equals, is greater than equals, is less than equals, equals, or is less than is greater than can be used. For example, in the previous example, since a student can only study in one department, which means the result of the inner query is a single value, we can use equals instead of in. The SQL statement is modified as follows. Select snow. Name from student where stepped equals. Select stepped from student where name equals Jang Wenhui, using the any or Albanian LaCou operators in a nested query. The syntax is field, comparison operator, any vertical line, Albanian LaCou, subquery. In the example, we want to find students in other departments who are younger, that is, have a later birth date than a student in the Department of Computer Science. The specific statement and its execution result are shown on the screen. When the DBMS executes this query, it first processes the subquery to find the birth dates of all students in the Department of Computer Science, creating a set the 1st of May 2001, the 4th of March 2001, the 1st of July 2002, Then it processes the parent query to find all students who are not in the Department of Computer Science and have a birth date later than the 1st of May 2001, the 4th of March 2001, or the 1st of July 2002. The above query can also be implemented using aggregate functions. The SQL statement is shown on the screen, where is greater than any is rewritten as is greater than min. Now, the requirement is to find students from other departments who are younger than all the students in the Department of Computer Science. The SQL statement uses is greater than Albanian Laku, and the specific statement is shown on the screen. This query can also be implemented using aggregate functions. In the SQL statement, is greater than Albanian Laku is rewritten as is greater than max. In fact, using aggregate functions to implement subqueries is often more efficient than using any or Albanian Laku directly. The equivalent conversion relationships between the any Albanian Laku predicates, aggregate functions, and the in predicate are shown on the screen. For example, equals any is equivalent to in, is less than any is equivalent to is less than max, and is less than Albanian Laku is equivalent to is less than min. A subquery with the exists predicate does not return any data. It only produces a logical truth value of true or logical false value of false. For example, to find the names of students who have taken the course C1, the statement uses the exists predicate to connect the subquery, and the query result shows that 4 students have taken the C1 course. To modify the above example to find the names of students who have not taken the course C1, the statement uses the not exists predicate to connect the subquery. The query result shows that 2 students have not taken the C1 course. We have introduced the relevant knowledge about how to use the select statement for nested queries. We hope that you can understand and master them well. Thank you all.